If you're spending thousands on a designer bag this year, please listen to this first, because 2025 is full of beautiful bags, but also a lot of overpriced hype. Bags that look luxurious but instantly date your outfit. Bags that are hard to wear, that kill your resale value, and some that just make you look out of touch. So in this video, I'm sharing 8 of the best and worst designer bags to buy in 2025, especially if you're a woman over 40 or 50 who values elegance, timeless style, and practicality without wasting money. I'll show you exactly what to avoid and what to carry instead. Let's start with the worst. And trust me, some of these will surprise you. 1. Jacquemus Le Chiquito. Let's just say it. This is not a handbag, it's a fashion joke. And in 2025, it's no longer funny. Now don't get me wrong, I totally understand why this bag went viral a few years ago. It was fresh, minimal, chic in that Paris meets Instagram kind of way. But now, the Jacquemus Le Chiquito has become the textbook definition of form over function. It's a bag that says something, sure, but it doesn't do anything, literally. You can't fit your phone in it. You can't carry your essentials. It barely fits a lipstick and maybe a breath mint if you're lucky. And if you're a woman over 40 or 50, the impracticality becomes even more frustrating. At this stage in life, most of us aren't carrying bags just for the photo op. We want bags that work, that elevate our outfits, that make us look refined and put together. But the Jacquemus Le Chiquito, it makes it look like you're trying too hard to chase a trend that's already passed. It doesn't say elegance, it says novelty. And unfortunately, it's one of those bags that gets recognized instantly, but not in a good way. It's like wearing platform flip-flops or extremely distressed denim. It's bold but not refined, and definitely not timeless. Even worse, but the resale value is abysmal. Most women realize quickly that it's impossible to style in real life, and the second-hand market is full of barely used Le Chiquitos being sold at a huge loss. In short, don't let the cuteness fool you. You deserve better. And there are far more elegant small bags out there that don't scream fashion experiment, but I'll share those in just a minute. 2. Fendi First bag. Okay, this one hurts a little, because when the Fendi first came out, I was so hopeful. It had all the makings of a modern classic. Beautiful leather, unique silhouette, that bold, oversized F frame. But fast forward to 2025 and it just doesn't hold up. Let's start with the size. The Fendi First is chunky, it's heavy, it's awkward to carry. The clutch format might look glamorous in a showroom or on a runway, but in real life it's frustrating, especially if you're out running errands or heading to dinner or just trying to open the door with your keys in one hand. It constantly slips under your arm. It doesn't sit right in your lap. And if you have any sort of shoulder issues, forget about it. Now let's talk about that logo. The oversized F was meant to be a bold signature, but in Toutal it's already feeling dated. And if you're a woman over 40 or 50, the last thing you want is a bag that looks like it's trying too hard to prove something. Elegance is about restraint, and the Fendi First is anything but restrained. Even the resale market agrees. These bags have been struggling. The demand just isn't there anymore, which is a big red flag if you care about long-term value or investment potential. But more importantly, it's just not wearable. And if you've ever tried to dress around a Fendi First, you know what I mean. It's bulky, it's loud, it clashes with minimal outfits, and it's not the kind of bag that effortlessly ties a look together. It dominates the look, and not in a flattering way. If you've got one sitting in your closet right now and you've only worn it once or twice, you're not alone. So many women I work with feel the same. It's a beautiful idea, but when it comes to real life, it misses the mark. There are better Fendi options out there that actually balance style with function, and I'll show you a great one in the next section. 3. Celine belt bag. Alright, deep breath. This one really stings, because I used to love the Celine belt bag. It had that minimal, structured, high-end vibe that felt effortlessly cool. Not too flashy, not too logo heavy, just classic Parisian style. But in 2025, it's just not holding up. Let's start with the obvious, that flap closure. If you've ever owned this bag, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a pain. It's so difficult to open and close with one hand. You have to loop the strap under the flap, then pull. And if you're in a rush or holding coffee or dealing with kids or just trying to get your wallet out at the checkout. It's a nightmare, and trust me, I've seen clients give up mid-use and just leave the bag flapping open, which completely ruins the structured look that makes the bag appealing in the first place. Next, the resale value is dipping hard. It used to be a solid investment, but now second-hand sites are flooded with Celine belt bags being sold at major discounts. It's the kind of bag that looks amazing in a flat lay, but in real life it's become a little too last decade, and that's important because when you're over 40 or 50, your handbag should help you look relevant, refined, and effortlessly put together. Not like you're still clinging to a trend from 2016. It's not bad, it's just no longer right. It doesn't fit into the modern quiet luxury movement that's so powerful in 2025, and it doesn't offer the kind of true practicality that women over 40 need in a day-to-day bag. If you're nodding right now because you've owned one and felt this exact frustration, you're not alone. And yes, there are much better options, bags that have that same elegant structure, but with way easier access, more comfortable carrying, and a fresher look. I'll link a few of my top picks in the description box below, including one that's become a personal favourite for elegant everyday wear. 4. Prada Clio shoulder bag. This one is tricky because the Prada Clio looks like a dream. That sleek curved silhouette, that shiny brushed leather, the subtle logo. It has all the makings of a minimal high fashion staple. But let me tell you, if you're a woman over 40, this bag is going to let you down, and I say that with love. Let's start with the fit. The Prada Clio is a classic under the arm shoulder bag, which was huge in the 90s, and yes, that's the whole point. It's supposed to feel nostalgic, but here's the thing, it feels nostalgic, it doesn't feel fresh, and worse, it doesn't feel functional. It doesn't have structure, it doesn't have compartments, and the flat leather body makes it feel floppy once you put anything inside. No crossbody option, no feet on the bottom, nothing that makes it easy to use. And let's talk about wear and tear. That gorgeous mirror-like leather scratches immediately. Even just placing it on a table or brushing it against a zipper, you'll see marks almost instantly. So while it looks great on camera or in a display case, it just doesn't hold up in everyday life. And for women over 40 or 50 who want something they can wear confidently to brunch, dinner, errands, or even work, this bag quickly becomes frustrating. Now, I will say, if you're only wearing this for ultra minimal evening looks and you don't mind babying your bag, it can work. But for the price tag, you deserve better. You deserve a bag that works with your wardrobe, not one you have to build your outfit around, and definitely not one that needs to be handled like fine china. Now that we've cleared out the worst, let's talk about what's actually worth investing in this year. Because when it comes to the best designer bags in 2025, there are some gorgeous options that combine timeless style with modern polish. These are the bags I recommend over and over again, especially for women 40 and up who want to look confident, elegant, and totally current. Let's get into the first one. 5. The Row Margot bag, size 10 or 15. If I could only recommend one luxury bag this year, it might be this. The Row Margot is the epitome of quiet luxury. No logos, no gimmicks, just stunning proportions, flawless leather, and impeccable craftsmanship. It's one of those bags that instantly upgrades your outfit, no matter what you're wearing. Even if you're in jeans and a white button-up, carrying the Row Margot makes it feel intentional, elevated, chic. Now, I'll be honest, this bag isn't cheap, but that's exactly why it's worth the price. Because unlike trend-based bags that fade fast, the Margot has staying power. It's built to last, and it doesn't chase trends. It sets the standard for what true elegance looks like in 2025. It comes in several sizes, but for most women, I recommend the size 10 or 15. Size 10 is perfect for every day. Size 15 is ideal if you want a little more space, especially for work or travel. The leather is rich and soft, but structured enough to hold its shape. The double top handles feel luxurious in the hand, and the overall silhouette, it's clean, tailored, and surprisingly easy to style. Pair it with monochrome neutrals like camel, ivory or navy, or contrast it with dark denim and a blazer for a casual but powerful weekend look. The Margot also works beautifully with suiting. It says, "I'm polished," without needing to shout. In a world full of logos and look at me designs, the Row Margot whispers class, and that's exactly what makes it the ultimate choice for women who want to quietly command attention. Search for the Row Margot 10 or 15, and yes, if I find a few in stock, I'll link them for you. 6. Savette Symmetry Pochette. Now let's talk about something a little newer. The Savette Symmetry Pochette. This bag is what I like to call the smart woman's it bag, because while it's gaining popularity fast, it's not everywhere yet, which means you can still feel ahead of the curve without following the crowd. And honestly, it's one of the most wearable new bags out right now. The shape is clean and structured, like a miniature sculpture. It holds its form, it feels intentional, and the flap closure with the bar detail is modern without being flashy. The Savette Pochette comes in smooth calfskin or suede, and both versions feel incredibly elevated. What I love most is the versatility. You can wear it as a shoulder bag for day, or tuck it under your arm like a clutch for night. It transitions seamlessly. The size is small, but not mini. You can fit your phone, keys, lipstick, compact. It's practical enough to use and stylish enough to get compliments every single time you carry it. The tones are also very grown up. No neon, no gimmicks, just rich caramels, deep blacks, warm taupes, colours that work with your wardrobe, not against it. If your style leans toward elevated minimalism, you will love this bag. It's especially beautiful with relaxed tailoring. Think ivory trousers, a tucked silk blouse, loafers or slingbacks, or even with a simple cashmere sweater and wide-leg jeans. It just ties everything together. And here's the best part. Unlike so many trendy bags, this one doesn't age you. It adds edge, not awkwardness. You'll look like a woman who knows what she's doing. And in 2025, that's exactly what elegance is about. If you're curious about where to find this one, search Savette Symmetry Pochette in calfskin or Savette Pochette suede. 7. Loewe Squeeze Bag. Now here's a bag that feels fresh, playful and unexpectedly elegant. The Loewe Squeeze Bag. This bag is having a moment in 2025, but not in a loud, every influencer has one way. It's rising quietly, sophisticatedly, and it's perfect for women who love something stylish without looking like everyone else. The first thing you'll notice, the shape. It's sculptural. It's a little slouchy, but still structured in all the right places. The ruched detailing gives it a soft, feminine vibe. But the overall silhouette is clean and modern. It's just edgy enough to feel high fashion, but not so trendy that it'll feel outdated in a year. Loewe really struck a balance here. And if you've been looking for a bag that bridges that gap between minimalism and creativity, this is it. The squeeze bag comes in a few sizes, but the medium is my top pick. It holds everything you need without becoming bulky. And the soft leather feels buttery and luxurious to the touch. One of the most flattering options right now, the camel tan or deep burgundy. Both are incredibly wearable, especially for fall and winter wardrobes, but they also pair beautifully with light neutrals in spring and summer. You can carry it by hand or wear it over the shoulder. The adjustable strap gives you flexibility, and unlike so many statement bags, this one is actually comfortable to carry. Now, let's talk styling. This bag pairs perfectly with long wool coats, tailored trousers, oversized knits, even flowy midi dresses. It gives you that slight fashion-forward edge without ever looking like you're trying too hard. And if you're over 40 or 50, this is the kind of piece that keeps your wardrobe feeling modern, not trendy, not youthful, but stylish in a way that feels smart. Because real elegance isn't about playing it safe. It's about knowing when to add just enough personality, and this is that perfect balance. So if you've been stuck between boring but practical and fun but flashy, try the Loewe Squeeze. It truly hits the sweet spot. 8. Metier Roma Mini Clutch Bag. And now for a bag that almost no one's talking about, but once you discover it, you'll wonder how you lived without it. The Métier Roma Mini Clutch. This one is an absolute gem. Métier is a brand I like to call a best-kept secret in the luxury space. They don't splash logos everywhere. They don't flood your social feed. They focus on craftsmanship, materials, and thoughtful design. And the Roma bag, it's a masterpiece. This isn't your standard clutch, it's a hybrid, part top handle, part crossbody, part day-to-night icon. And what I love most is that it's built for women with real lives. It's compact, but it fits your essentials. It's elegant, but never stiff or fussy. And the interior, honestly, stunning. Métier puts just as much thought into the inside of the bag as they do the outside. The lining is beautiful. The compartments are smart. It feels like luxury from the moment you open it. If you're someone who appreciates understated sophistication, this is your bag. I especially love it in heritage leather or cognac suede. These tones are warm, rich, and wearable all year round. They pair beautifully with tailored outfits, but also with softer silhouettes like wrap dresses, pleated skirts, or even relaxed blazers. This is also the kind of bag that transitions seamlessly from daytime errands to a client meeting to dinner and wine with friends. No need to switch purses. This one adapts. And because it's not plastered with obvious branding, it gives that if you know energy, which, let's be honest, is the essence of quiet luxury. Now, I know a lot of women in their 50s tell me they want a smaller bag, but not one that feels too youthful or too plain. The Roma Mini Clutch is the answer. It has personality without being over-designed, functionality without sacrificing beauty, and elegance without screaming for attention. If I had to pick one under-the-radar luxury bag that will impress even the most discerning handbag lover, it's this one. And before you go, if any of these elegant bags caught your eye, I've linked them for you down in the description. Yes, they're a bit of an investment, but trust me, these are the kinds of pieces you'll carry for years, not just a season. They elevate every outfit, they hold up beautifully, and they quietly tell the world you have amazing taste. Plus, if you're serious about building a timeless, polished wardrobe, don't forget to check out my website. I've got more style tips, outfit pairings, and handbag guides waiting for you there.